Wonjoku Girl Hour,
where we talk fashion trends and those things around us that keep life going. We also have our various slots, which include tips for the day, fruity twisty, and our fashion trend for the day. We bring to you a new episode on our YouTube channel, Wonjoku Girl Hour, and on Facebook on our page, Wonjoku Girl, every Saturday.
It's a brand new weekend, and you're welcome to another interesting episode of your favorite show, Wonjoku Girl Hour, where we talk fashion trends and those things around us that keep life going. I'm your host, Wonjoku Girl. On today's episode, we are going to talk on ways to be your better self. It's very important for us to know the things that make us happy as well as the things that make us agitated or stressed. That is why we've come up with some amazing tips that are going to go a long way to give us the ability to maintain our values and do the things that matter to us the most.
Wonjoku Girl Hour.
That is why our first tip for the day says that we should try as much as possible to know what makes us happy. That is, if we love sports, if we love reading, if we love going out for walks, we should make sure that we know those things that trigger our happiness. Then our next tip says that we should try as much as possible to do everything just at the right time. We should not delay. If you want to register in that marathon, you want to go to school, you want to register for that program, it's important for you to be right on time. Don't wait for too long. Just do it so that you will begin at the right time and you'll be satisfied at the end of the day. Then our next tip says we should try to stay away from social media for some time. It's very important for us to give ourselves a break. Most times we go to social media to look at our friends' lives, look at the things they are doing, the things they have achieved, while forgetting that most people put out the good things about their lives while leaving out those things that do not work. So we should try to leave ourselves or give ourselves some time to rest and try to enjoy this personal time that we need for ourselves. Then our next tip says we should try as much as possible to know those things that make us upset as well as those things that stress us. If you know your stresses, you'll be able to work hard in order to avoid them, as stress and anxiety are very difficult to deal with. I hope these tips that I've given today are going to go a long way to give us the best self that we've been looking for. But don't go anywhere, as I'll be right back with our fruity twisty and our fashion trend for the day.
Fruity Twisty, telling you more about your favorite fruits and the benefits they bring to our diet and our skin. Get all these only on Wonjoku Girl Hour.
Consuming fruits during the rainy season is as important as consuming fruits during the dry season. It's very important because they supply us with water and all the nutrients that we need, like vitamin C, like phosphorus, like potassium, and a host of others. So we've compiled this report for you. Don't go anywhere. Pears are one of those amazing fruits that we can consume, especially during the rainy season, as they are not only rich in vitamin C but supply us with 12% of these great nutrient requirements in our body. They are also good in helping us fight against inflammation, constipation, and even hangovers. It should interest us to know that pears can help control blood sugar and lower our chances of type 2 diabetes and stroke. They can even help us digest food better. In addition to being a good source of fiber, pears are also high in vitamin K as well as potassium and other antioxidants. Fashion and style remains something that is important to every one of us. That is why we go a long way to bring you just the tips that you need to dress up well as make a change in your closet.
Fashion trend of the day. We bring to you the latest fashion trends and what never runs out of style. From the latest slippers to sneakers, t-shirts, bags, and a host of others, only on Wonjoku Girl Hour. Scents are closely associated with the emotional centers of the brain. Research has shown that emotions may be influenced by what we smell. So it's important for us to know that scents are positively associated with nostalgia, memory, and self-image. And they also evoke pleasant feelings and promote overall improvement in well-being. It's important for us to know that perfumes are good and they play a great role for us to smell good. But here are some other tips that we can implement in order to have the best scents all through the day. The first tip says we should drink plenty of water. If there is one thing that we can do to keep smelling good, it's to drink water, because water keeps our body running normally as it relates to helping us to smell good. It is also good in diluting scents that may be a little unpleasant, like garlic, onions, and coffee breath. Our next tip says we should perfume our hairbrush. You should try to spray your hairbrush with perfume, not your hair, cause spraying your hair directly with perfume can damage roots and wither fresh locks. Instead, apply your chosen scent onto our brush. Then our next tip says we should apply lightly scented deodorant, because our fresh smelling deodorant is a good choice to add a top layer of pleasant smell to your overall outfit. An ideal deodorant will provide an extra spritz of freshness. Then our next tip says we should try as much as possible to use shoe spray. They were originally used by athletes, but anyone can purchase them now. Shoe spray acts like a perfume for your feet and makes sure that they stay smelling good even when you're sweating. Then our last tip says that you should be careful what you eat. It almost goes without saying, but bad breath can ruin any outfit. No matter how good you smell on the outside, if your breath isn't good, your look won't be either. So you should try as much as possible to know the type of food you eat, especially when you want to go out. When possible, avoid foods that are naturally more pungent, such as onions, garlics, that can lead to bad breath. Or carry around a small toothbrush kit, gum, or non-alcoholic mouthwash to refresh you up.
Before we go,
Leave you with this quote by Napoleon Hill. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way.
hope you enjoyed all we put together for you today on this episode of your favorite show, Wonjoku Girl Hour. We'll meet again next week for another interesting episode. Bye bye.